for the Air Force, and he was repairing equipment that transferred images from a lunar satellite. Those photos, according to Sergeant Wolf, showed artificial structures on the moon, what he described as a base. And this is corroborated by another technician working with Wolf. And Wolf wasn't a UFO, ET, moon theory guy. He was just a tech. He said he was excited to see the pictures on the news and have NASA explain what they were. He was surprised when the photos never turned up. The photos were found in a very early release from NASA. These structures are very large and very tall. You can even see they cast shadows. And these are photos I'd like to learn more about, but I can't. They no longer exist. Now, almost immediately after
looking at colleges, it's like, wait a minute. Does everybody have a Michigan sweatshirt? Is there a sticker that says University of Michigan on every car? Is it just me, or is that the only college in town? It's the same thing if you want to have a baby. As soon as you are trying to get pregnant, you know what happens? You see kids and pregnant women everywhere. It's like there were only adults on the planet and people that weren't pregnant, and then you want a baby, and boom, it's in your face. Or how about this one? You want to fall in love. What do you see? You see couples in love. It's so annoying. It happens instantaneously. You know what that is?
Army of weaponized grannies. Because that is what is being unleashed on the scammer world right now. And so with that, I want you to meet Daisy. She's an AI-generated grandma created by a British phone company named Virgin Media O2 in order to fight scammers. And the way she fights scammers is by yapping. She just chats with the scammers, telling them all about her grandchildren and her cat and the birds outside of her window. Also her knitting hobby, her biscuit preferences. And all of this is, she's just not great with computers. So could you explain what you need her to type again? And that's not even a joke. She reportedly spent nearly an hour on the phone with 3 scammers who were just trying to get her to type www dot into a web browser, right? And so that's it. Daisy is designed to seem like the perfect target for scammers with her chatty nature and ignorance about technology. But unlike real life grannies, she don't need a nap. She will just talk and talk and talk, and she won't die. She'll just keep talking.
Well, I do have a computer, but I'm not currently at it.
Drive to the mall was crazy too, but like shame, but also like I'm loved. In the middle of this, and it was so uncomfortable, but that's the thing that carries me through a lot of this. I'm like, okay, 2 things can be true at the same time, and though I'm not proud of what I've done, I know that I'm covered, I'm protected, I'm loved, and I'm gonna be okay.
That it reminds me in a weird way, but it's almost like you were talking about the drive and the shame, but the covering is almost like, all right, Adam and Eve, let me get y'all some clothes. Let me kill this deer real quick. That's what it felt. Listen.
Asks, question for cybersecurity mavens. Since Signal is open source, doesn't that mean that some intelligent adversary could determine its encryption algorithm and come up with a way to decrypt Signal communications? Well, yes, in general, but first of all, don't add people to your group chat if you don't know who they are. There's a notion in cryptography that's known as Kirchhoff's principle, and it says that nothing should be secret about a crypto system except the keys. In other words, knowing how an algorithm works should not give you any insight into how to break it. A good crypto algorithm will stand the test of time. Everyone can know how it works, and yet they still can't break it. The only way to break an encrypted message is to guess what the key is. That's been the case. So if the keys are the secret to the system, then one thing you want to be able to do is generate those keys and keep them secret. You want a random key, and then you want to store it somewhere safe.
Expect it for them to even get on?
Well, I was not really.
Yeah, me either.
Honestly, I didn't expect either one of them to want to get on or actually get on.
I didn't think they were going to pull the trigger.
I kind of thought they would get on them because, I don't know, like just, it's almost like national television. Like enough people watch these videos that like they're not going to punk out, but we did have a backup plan.
Yeah, we kind of made it hard for them to not get on. They either had to clean the trailer with a toothbrush or get in the barrel while we turned one of them bulls out.
Yeah, that trailer was bad.
That old Frank destroyed that barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other
Frank.
I would have rather cleaned the trailer with a toothbrush than get in the barrel. Definitely.
That was another option. They could get in the barrel and let one of the bulls hook the barrel.
Yeah.
Not
me.
Because have you seen those giant toothbrushes at Walmart, like life size? Just get one of those.
Yeah, but I can already see it.
That could make sense if what they're saying is true and that person took the shot from the place that they are saying that individual took the shot from. It would suggest that it it was inside of Charlie, right? And they would know that. The feds would have known that. So they would have communicated that they were never looking for a bullet. Because remember, one shot. So I'm very confused. I'm very confused, not by what I saw, but what I didn't see.
Okay, I agree. This leads to even more mystery. So we are told Tyler Robinson in the prone position on the low-C building with a direct shot, which you can see on a map, with a high-power Mauser rifle, puts a 30-06 right through the left carotid artery. Blood gushing everywhere. We've seen all of that.
Just wasn't grounded into truth, and so people called it hallucination. And so the next generation, shortly, it had the ability to be conditioned by context. So you could upload your PDF, and now it's grounded by the PDF. The PDF becomes the ground truth. It could actually look up search, and then the search becomes its ground truth. And between that, it could reason about how to produce the answer that you're asking for. And so the first part is a generative AI, and the second part is ground truth. Okay, and so now let's come into the physical world, the world model. We need a foundation model, just like we need ChatGPT had a core foundation model. That was the breakthrough. In order for robotics to be smart about the physical world, it has to understand things like gravity,